Hey, so look who's back. Sorry for the long wait between videos, guys. It's been a hectic couple of months. But today is day 5 of 13 days of Halloween, so I'm going to show you how I do my pop-out zombies. I've done a couple of these now and they're so much fun. You can customise them however you want. So yeah, let's get started. Start with, you're going to want to map out your zombie. For this, I just use a cheap nude liner from the budget shop. Any colour will do, but one easy to hide is better. Once you're happy with your map, you start with skin colour. In this zombie, I used a light dusty purple, but I have done them in orange and blue before as well. I'm still learning how to use my new Eyeliner paints, which is what this purple is, so I did struggle a bit with getting an even base colour down. My biggest mistake was not waiting for the first layer to dry. This is important if you want your paint over the top of another layer, as if you don't, you will just rub the paint away and make your problems worse. All you want to do here is take a big brush or sponge and cover the skin around the bits that you mapped out in the start. Don't worry about perfect lines or coverage yet, that will come. Let's just get that colour down. Take a nice easy to control brush and start getting your lines nice and smooth. Take your time with this step. Start filling in your other blocks of colours. With body painting, I find it's a lot of detail stacking. You almost always want to start with just blocking out your colours and then working up to the finer details. Once you have the shapes mostly filled in, take a small brush again and get the lines nice and crisp. For the part on the side of my neck, I had some anatomy images up on my laptop. Even though this is a cartoon zombie, I do think it's important to get things at least semi-correct. Now that you have the paint down, you can still clean up mistakes using baby wipes and cotton buds, just more carefully. Teeth time! Okay, so the teeth are hard, and time consuming, and they kind of suck, and they drive me nuts. But they're fun at the same time, I swear. I tend to avoid them, but I still get better every time I do them, so practice does make perfect, eh? You want to just take your time, don't let them smell your fear. Use a small brush and the table or another hand to steady your painting hand. Now on to the next layer. I started with the brain using kind of bigger S shapes in a slightly darker shade than my base colour. Using that same colour, I started shading in the flesh where the bones are poking out. Use your finger and extra water to help blend this out. If you get any on the bones, just clean up with more white paint. Keep the darkest point where the skin would be, creating a shadow. Neaten up the areas like the nose hole and eye sockets. Now it's time for the part that pulls the entire pop art look together. Outline everything in black. Take your time and keep your brush wet and loaded with paint. Clean up any mistakes with a cotton bud. and start adding wee detail lines on pretty much everything. Use black for shadows and white for highlights. Use these lines to give it depth and character. I use a black shadow to fill in my lids. Only reason I did this instead of paint is comfort. Just make sure your eyes are dark. Double check and make sure you haven't missed any outlines. Don't forget your ears and lips. Take a cheap art brush like the ones you got in primary school that were awful to paint with, and start adding splatters. This is purely optional. I just wanted to add some more texture. And repeat this with white too. Now pop on a wig or just paint your hair like I did. And there you have it, your very own pop art zombie. There will be a list of things needed down below, along with my other social media links. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Happy Halloween!